Hi, this is Alan from Alpus Group, and I'm going to go through our free training on 20 key factors for project success today. Today is key factor number 6, agreements with neighbours. So what we'll do is just recap that these are the 20 key factors to ensure project success. You get these right and you should get your project right. You get one or more of these wrong and you could have issues. So what are the 20 key factors to ensure project success? Firstly, a clear and concise project brief or remit. We went through that in an earlier video. Risk assessment and contingency. We also went through this one in a previous video. Funding, key success factor number 3. Key success factor number 4 is that the site is available and accessible. Key success factor number 5 is that you have statutory permissions are in place. That's your planning permission and building control. But of course, you've got to ensure that you comply with all legislation, particularly health and safety legislation as well. Key factor number 6 is agreements for special protection measures and party wall agreements. So this is your neighbours and how you interact with them. What we'll do is look at a party wall situation where your neighbours on either side, or possibly on 4 sides, if you've got 4 neighbouring properties, you have interaction with them if your property is attached to them, and you may need to agree with them any works that are carried out as a result of your works. So what this is a party wall agreement, and you and your neighbours agree the specification and the extent of any work. It's a traditional procedure. It's covered by legislation, and there's no problem with it, except that you have to have such a legal agreement in place, party wall agreement, and you must comply with the agreements between your own party wall surveyor and your neighbour's party wall surveyor. So in terms of who are your likely neighbours, you may, apart from your physical neighbours, have things like statutory authorities crossing your site, in which case you will need to have wayleaves in place, and these are agreed with the respective statutory authorities. These could be in respect of sewers, electrical cables, gas mains, telephone and communication cables, water main supplies, and they could include rights of access for maintenance. So for example, if your site has an electrical substation in one corner, there may be an established right, a wayleave for the electrical company to have access at any time of day or night to your property. You may also have such issues if you're near a mainline railway or a tube line or another type of light railway, where there may be rights of access, or in the case of railways, you may have to carry out certain protective work, or you may be restricted from how close you can actually develop to the railway. There are particular regulations that you have to follow when you're interfacing with the railway. So essentially, depending on what your site is and what your purpose of your development is, you need to ensure that you have all these agreements in place with your neighbours. You may have a very simple site and there are none of these things, but you need to check, because if you are undertaking party wall works, then there are notice periods that apply in respect of serving notice to your neighbour on works that you intend to carry out. So key factor number 6, check all agreements with neighbouring properties and ensure that you have the right agreements in place before you start your work, because discussions or disputes in the case of party wall agreements can lead to additional work. If you have a complete disagreement, there may be delays. So ensure that you get party wall agreements in place at an early date. If you want to contact us, we're www.alpusgroup.com. My name is Alan Edwards. You can contact me, alan@alpusgroup.com, email, or you can telephone me on +44 7539 141257. That's also on Skype or WhatsApp. And you can also call us on 0333 224 1257. If you want to book a call with me, you can go to https:/calendly.com/AlanJE. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.